spoke to, at the conference I just returned from, I did get a chance to speak to the regulators, and they were very amenable and understandable that that's not unusual this type of year, or time of year, so that didn't seem to concern them at all, so I don't really see any issues coming from that. Once we regained our footing and brought the process, got it thawed out for a better term, we have been running stellar since then, and I believe we'll continue to do so. The facility is just doing phenomenal right now. As in anything, when it's brand new, there are a few bugs and hiccups that we're dealing with. Nothing that is major. So we'll continue to work towards those efforts, and feel like that we'll continue to stay on the right path. We're good there. So.
I have 3 questions, Tim.
Yes, ma'am.
Does that excursion have any significant long-lasting negative impact on our agreed order performance that we're required to maintain? Second, we handled the rain event well with our new capacity.
We had extremely well. I mean, and you need to keep in the thought process is, and I think I can put it in terms that will really clarify for everybody's purposes. In the old facility, I have to preface, old facility, we had 45-foot diameter clarifiers, the main tanks that the solids settle in. We have 85-foot clarifiers now. We only have one online, and we never even one iota floated to the top. That was the problem that we had in the old facility, and that's due to hydraulic surge. And we seen flows during this latest rain event of greater than 4 million gallons a day.
Wow.
So it was very exciting, and it was very pleasing to see that there was no problems.
I'm going to amend my statement. Actually, I have 4 questions. So the third one was we had a lawyer excavating claim for $11,000 this time. Was that the High Street work? You know,
the excavating.
There was like a repair for $11,000 in the claims. I'm assuming that it was related to that High Street main that we've been working.
Yes, ma'am. They had held on. Oh, I'm sorry. They had held on to those invoices and decided to. The way we work with a lot of our vendors is that instead of sending in a lot frequently, they'll wait and see if there's anything, and that's actually their choice. We don't ask them to do that, but that's exactly what that was. Yes, ma'am.
What's the status with that? Are we solid with it now? Is
we
it
are
functioning properly?
Knock on wood, we are solid with that area right now. We have addressed any resident concerns in there.
Okay.
There was a couple of things that were asked of us that we did do and have completed. Again, one of the items that I took the opportunity to speak with some vendors at the recent conferences that I was at is I'm trying to develop some options of what we can do with that line.
Okay, yeah.
I know there's been a lot of talk about a new regional lift station on the Shadow Lake side of the city that would eliminate that particular lift stations. Well, if things don't work out like we would like, we need another option.
Okay.
One of those options could be, I spoke to a lining company yesterday. That 10-inch force main can be relined.
Okay.
It would be very difficult, but it is not impossible.
Okay.
As most, if not all of you are aware of, the station itself can be rehabbed. It's old, but it can be rehabbed.
Sure.
The biggest concern is that force main, which runs right through the middle of town.
Right.
And
Because it goes down Market Street.
to Walnut
Comes down
Street.
Walnut to Hyatt Market.
Exactly. If we
Comes
could,
down Spring Street?
it comes down Main
It
Street.
comes down Main Street?
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes through the dog park,
Okay.
comes over to Main
Main
Street,
Street, Walnut.
makes a right on Walnut, goes back in through the park there.
Yeah, that's a horrible corridor to have
Right.
to road.
Right, but in talking to the company I spoke with yesterday, that could be done. And with the new CIPP, the cured in place piping, it's it's not intrusive at all for the residents of the area.
Okay.
So it's something that I'm going to continue to work on over the next few months, and bring back some options for the city that at least give you something to think about, rather than, I do want to state this. I mean, the best option we have right now is that regional lift station. I think we all agree with that. But feasibility is where we're at,
Sure.
so.
Sure.
but-
My fourth question that I've decided to add
Yes.
is, I was at, let's see, I saw Jim Haggerty from Jacoby Tunes and Lands Friday Eve, at an event, and I asked him about the plant, you know, and he was very complimentary, but he said that we were having a major problem with rags right now. So what is your take on that?
It's, I wouldn't, I think you might have overemphasized problem.
Okay,
There are a lot of rags,
yep,
more so than what we incurred in the old plant.
okay,
Because of the age and the condition of the old plant, the original equipment didn't capture it. We're capturing all of them now, and it is substantially more,
okay.
so.
Can you maybe work with Brian, on some, maybe we need to get some publicity out, asking people
Oh,
not to
absolutely,
flush those wipes and contribute to that problem, and maybe do,
absolutely.
some media work, so he's out next week, so don't bother him this week with it, but maybe when he comes back, we can work
Sure.
on some, get out there with the team and kind of do a little, publicity on taking care of the system by not flushing things you shouldn't be flushing.
I would be happy to.
Okay,
Happy to.
all right, I'll quit pestering you now, Tim.
No, not
Let
at
you
all.
get on through your
No,
report.
No, not at all. Well, I mean, it's,
Well, it's those flushable wipes that are not flushable. Yeah,
Oh,
they
it's-
say they're flushable, but they are not flushable, yeah.
right.
But you'd be surprised what people flush down there, I mean,
Oh, it's shop towels, right, the
Yeah.
flushable wipes are the number one concern.
but shop towels end up down there,
Shop towels are very.
and kids
very-
flush all kinds of interesting things, so,
Yeah.
I mean,
You honestly can't imagine. I can provide pictures, but I don't think anybody's.
no, we don't see that.
So, but no, thank you for all the questions, and I think that leads into, the next item is the recommendation for the BOT for the River Ridge Development Regional Station. I'm glad to see Jill here tonight. I think that there's been a lot of effort put into this agreement.
Yeah, and I asked Jill to come up and talk a little bit about the process that they went through to get to that
Okay,
GMP
okay.
and present that GMP as well.
And with that being said, I mean, I come with full recommendation for the board to highly consider and move that on at your pleasure.
So just to cover the procedure here and the process for where we are in this BOT, it's been a long time coming, but it's been a very complicated project to work on. This is where we've been looking at that idea of that regional lift station to replace the Spring Street station. We know we have to do something with the Spring Street lift station because it's part of our agreed order. We're chipping away at these things bit by bit, the wastewater plant being one. Highway 62 is going well. We've secured the funding without having to take on extra bond debt to complete Highway 62 pump station. So now we're really starting to turn our attention heavily towards the Spring Street station and this regional station. As you know, at our meeting on February 19th, we went ahead and authorized the basically memorandum of understanding with River Ridge, the agreement with River Ridge, where they are going to pay their portion of this line, although we are not ready to move forward at this time with the regional lift station. They need to go ahead and put in the infrastructure for the growth there at River Ridge. They are paying for that. That's what we're working on today. We approved the agreement pending the GMP. Jill Sagasir is here as a part of MDS to present that, where they are with that. And so what we will do today is consider to make the recommendation to the council on that BOT award. You've got the council resolution in your meeting packet. This is the resolution that we are recommending to them, that they will consider at their meeting on April 7th. And we also have the presentation of that guaranteed maximum price, the GMP, by Jill. And so we will take action on both of those items and send that over to the council, where they will have, it will be advertised, they'll have the public hearing at the council meeting on the 7th, and ratify, or they will go ahead and consider and awarding that BOT to MDS, and then it will come back to us at our meeting on the 16th of April for ratification of that BOT award. I think that is a pretty accurate summary of that. Oh, unless you have something you want to add.
You got it.
All right, good deal. So if we want to get Jill to come up and kind of work through where they are with that. I know there's been a lot
I'll
of
just stay right there.
negotiation with that GMP.
Wait, okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm Jill Sagasser, Municipal Development Solutions. we have been working quite some time now on trying to figure out the most effective way to serve both sides, but in particular the River Ridge portion of that. We've gone through, as Tim said, many iterations over the last several months. At first, designing for things that we thought were gonna happen, then found out that they weren't, because it's difficult to design something at River Ridge. You never know, one day you might need a ton of capacity, and then it might not be that way the next day. So I think we've done a good job working with Tim, working with River Ridge over the last several months to get that to a point where it's not over-designed, that we're looking for growth, but we're not putting in so much that you may never use it, in our lifetimes. And I think, and Tim, you might attest to this, in Mark's experience now and being at River Ridge for some time, they've had that happen.
Yeah.
So we've done that. I feel very comfortable with that. Something that you may note in there is there's a large amount for allowances on things that may happen, but
That's
might
in
not happen.
That's in the Exhibit A, I believe. No, that is in the,
It's part of it. Yeah, I don't know where the GMP is in your packet.
I'm trying to find which one it is. Okay, it is 5C on your tablet, Charlestown Regional Lift Station Project GMP. Okay, that's the breakdown of the cost, so.
And because we don't know how much, rock we might encounter, also, we have something in there for the odor control, potentially, depending on when everything's finalized with the companies that intend to locate at River Ridge. We might need that, as well as a juncture structure, if we need that as well. Those funds will only be expended with approval of the city and River Ridge. But at least it gave River Ridge and the city an amount for budgetary purposes, just in case.
All right, and then I know that there was a lot of back and forth with Mark to get this down. I think it started at a much higher
It did,
amount, and they were able to right-size this
yes.
This is part of the project to get it down to the GMP. So the guaranteed maximum price total on this is $7,182,109.40. And the way that a BOT works is, regardless of what happens on site, once this is approved through us and finally through the council and awarded, regardless of what they run into out there, if their costs exceed that, River Ridge will not pay more than that. That's the beauty of that guaranteed maximum price. They try to work in those allowances. Of course, if it doesn't end up being that much, then it may not be that much.
Correct.
If you don't incur those costs, then they don't.
And that's why I wanted to bring attention to that allowance section. That's only used if necessary and approved.
And this is the agreement where the city is not incurring this cost at all. This is for the infrastructure that is being built inside River Ridge. It is that will become a part of our collection system. We will take over the maintenance and ownership, of this system, just like we do with the rest of the infrastructure that's placed by River Ridge. But this will be paid for by the River Ridge Development Authority.
Has the River Ridge Development Authority approved this GMP amount? Staff and board, or just staff, or?
At their last board meeting, would have been, it was an odd day, the 12th maybe?
Yes.
So they did.
Yes, so they approved the agreement with us on the 17th of February, and then they saw the GMP on March 12th.
Good deal.
So this is the next step in the hurdle. The final one, I guess, will be the council on April
Yes.
7th, but yeah.
And we continue to work, as Tim was mentioning, some options for the city of Charlestown portion of that. Then we continue to work through that too, to figure out a feasible option.
Are there any questions for Jill? And then item 5B, the Exhibit A to Council BOT Award, that is the full packet, the Regional Lift Station and Wastewater Collection System project. That was what was submitted as the actual BOT award. And then you have a copy of the resolution that we are recommending to the council. It's titled, it's unnumbered, but it's Charlestown Council Resolution regarding the BOT agreement. So this will be the resolution that the council has on their agenda. It's doing that thing where it's a Word document.
Yeah, I can't open it.
Yeah,
I can, give me just 1 second, I'll go print it to a PDF.
wait, I think I
Is
have it.
this what you're
No,
talking
that's
about?
Exhibit
The
A.
whole packet? No? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just give me 1 second.
okay, thank you.
That is a public hearing, that they don't read them all.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, for some reason, when we have them on, if they're coming up as a Word document, it tries to make us sign in. So she usually sends them over as a PDF, but that was, that item was accidentally left off the packet, so that's absolutely my fault for not catching that with my assistant being out. But we will upload it to the agenda center following, just to have it as a part of the meeting packet. And I asked her to add it kind of late, so, but it's the general resolution that's going awarding the BOT to MDS. And that's what that resolution does.
And then that, if I remember correctly, once that happens, then the actual agreement will come back to this board to execute.
The BOT award agreement?
Uh-huh.
No.
That goes to the council?
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll both, no, the sanitary sewer board will sign it,
Okay,
and we'll get approval here, and the council will also, obviously they have to approve it pursuant to the city's ordinance when they
Right.
adopted these statutes.
okay. I guess what I was getting at is there would be time for the sewer board to review that agreement as well before they execute it.
Yes, you can send it around.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. We'll just wait on getting,
So with all this infrastructure, we're gonna need more staff?
We are working on that.
so we actually, we've been operating it, Tim's been very conservative about rehiring, so we did have a person who resigned from a position, but we also had due to budget cuts in the city, on the general maintenance side, we had to cut a position, and so we were able to transition that employee over to the wastewater department. So we still need to fill another position, we have held off on doing that, just because they've been functioning, they've been fine, but it was also kind of a saving on the budget to see how long we could go without filling that position. But they are gonna have to fill that position, and then now with the new administrative building open, there's a longer term goal in place to get an administrative assistant over there as well, because there's a lot that needs to be done
Right.
just administratively there, and to have a front desk person there. So that's something that we have not done. We don't have a position for that, so that'll be something that'll have to go through the council and amend the salary ordinance when it comes time for that. But as far as hiring another labor staff, collection system or lab assistant, we'll be able to do that whenever Tim's ready to do that.
And as the mayor mentioned, we're being very frugal about it. This time of year, there's not a lot that can be done because of weather conditions in the collection system. So.
Well, you're probably a year from getting this all done anyway, right? I mean, at least I would.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
2 years to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, we're a few months out from having the plant completely, everything
Yeah, I
done.
mean, the ultimate final completion of the plant is gonna happen May-ish.
Yeah.
Although it's up and running now.
Yeah.
But they're in
The
the
demo of the
demolition
old plant and all
portion
that.
of the agreement right now, so, yeah, we have a couple of months, but, it is something that's very close to the center of our radar right now to start getting those people in place.
Well, and then the completion of Highway 62 lift station is on target. I mean, it's going well.
It is going very well. As a matter of fact, it's setting complete. The holdup with that particular station right now is Duke Energy energizing the site. I think the good date, or the date that I'm being told by Josh Brewer, the PM for Christiani over there, is probably April 10th.
Okay.
So, assuming the Duke.
So then we can get the Spring Street station taken care of, we'll
Right,
be in really good shape.
much better, yes.
Did you get it?
Yeah, see, I put new. the
Yep,
word
I
new.
see it. So at
Okay.
the very end now, it says new Charlestown notice of public hearing. Oh, wait, that's not the one. No, that's not what we need.
It might take a second, they should both be in there,
Okay.
the council resolution and the,
Is it this one?
No.
Okay.
Well,
But if I may, while you're looking for that, I mean, the city's poised to really be in good shape, including increased staff over the next few months. I would like to add a couple of things to Jill's presentation.
Okay, it popped up, I'm sorry, if you kind of put the arrow at the top and go back to where it has just a list of dates, and then you go back into 3/19/2026, it should populate mine did, and it just says new council resolution. And so that's the resolution that the council will be considering at their April 7th meeting. It's the resolution that we are essentially asking the board to recommend to them. It came in, Heather.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's quite all right. No, I just wanted to express to the board that throughout the process of this current BOT we're looking at, the transparency with all the partners or group throughout this has been tremendous. To say that the city of Charlestown has true community partners is an understatement with these projects. It's been a pleasure for me to be part of it. I think, I feel very good for the city. With that, I'll be quiet now.
So I will note for the board, in the resolution in section 1, under the award, general practice is to round up for the actual award resolution, so you'll see that it says $7,200,000, where the actual total was what I called out a while ago. And that's standard practice, again, that's, if they don't spend it, they don't spend it. So the two action items I have for the board would be to make a motion to formally recommend to the council that they award the BOT to Municipal Development Solutions LLC, or MDS. And then also to make a motion separately to approve the guaranteed maximum price, which by the resolution is $7,200,000. And we can do those as separate motions. So first up, I would call for the motion to make the recommendation to the council to award the build, operate, transfer agreement to Municipal Development Solutions LLC.
I'll make that motion as presented.
Nathan Grimes makes the motion.
I'll second.
Michael Grayson seconds. Any additional questions for Jill or Tim or Bo on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous. And then the second action item would be to make a motion, call for a motion to approve the guaranteed maximum price for this River Ridge development infrastructure of $7,200,000.
Make that motion as presented as well.
Nathan Grimes makes the motion.
And second?
Michael Grayson seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous. Okay. That is all that I have on the agenda, unless there are any other items that we need to button up. We will make sure that all of this information gets sent over to be distributed with the council meeting packet. The council's meeting is a different day than usual, so instead of the first Monday, it's gonna actually be on Tuesday, April 7th, and that one's gonna be at 5:30 p.m. Hold on. Say that, let me double check the calendar, I don't wanna say that incorrectly. It'll be Tuesday, April 7th, yes, at 5:30 p.m. here at City Hall in the chambers. So, with that, I just need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Michael Grayson makes the motion,
I'll second.
Nathan Grimes seconds, all in favor say aye.
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 With unanimous, we are adjourned, thank you all.